good afternoon and welcome to Pets on Parade, which is brought to you by 3TV. I'm Ashley Goebel from the Arizona Humane Society. Thanks so much for joining us today. We've got a great lineup of adoptable pets who are looking for their new homes, including Pinkerton, a very smart girl who is ready for her new home. She was the right dog in the wrong place and ended up at our shelter simply because her owner was moving. She's extremely smart and has the triple crown in obedience. We'll tell you all the tricks she knows later on in the show. Also on the show, a stray tabby seeking warmth took a tour around town in the engine of a car. We'll share this rescue story with you on the show as well today. Plus, when you shop at any of the Arizona Humane Society's thrift stores, you're helping save lives. We'll tell you about a big sale and some great deals that are going on at all three of our thrift store locations today. But first, I want you to meet my little co-host, Cubby. The most amazing little tabby in every possible way. This 12-week-old is very sick with a kitty cold, and he had some goopy eyes, but he was rescued by our team, and he spent about a week in a foster home. He loves to play. He's always inquisitive and looking for something to pounce on, and he is just one of the many kitties that are looking for a home today. I just love this little guy. Now, let's meet some of the other adoptable pets in studio. This here is Benji. And you get home after a long day and you want to throw your stuff down and just collapse, except you have a dog, a canine that you love, but dang, you just aren't up for a walk. Well, Perry is here to tell you about a dog that will help you avoid such a scenario. Perry?
Yeah, I think everybody knows that has a dog. They sleep an awful lot of the hours. The problem is a lot of those hours that they're sleeping is when you're at work. So when you come home, they are ready to rumble. Well, I'm here to tell you this is Benji's excited moment right here. This is it. All right, you got it? Okay, so that's when he's really excited. And so then when you get home and you know, you really get settled, then he's going to nap the rest of the time. He is one beautiful long-haired dachshund. You got to see his little stubby legs he's got here. He is beautiful. He is, like I said, the long-haired breed. He is 8 years young. He trots beautifully. He's a great little prancer. He's just so calm here in the studio. He's taking it all in. He loves to be carried around. He's going to be a perfect lap dog. What more could you ask for? So when you come home and you're looking for some satisfaction from a crazy day at work, Benji's going to be there for you.
Just to cuddle up and hang out. Thanks, Perry. Woodley was looking a little rough when he first arrived at the Arizona Humane Society. After years without care or the attention he deserved, he was very smelly, his fur was tangled and dirty. Needless to say, he was in need of a doggy makeover, and thanks to volunteer groomer Lisa, Woodley is looking stunning today. I'm sure that he feels so much better, right, Lisa?
He does. He had to be hot with all of that undercoat in him. He is a chowed shepherd, maybe an Australian shepherd type breed. So they have an undercoat, and Woodley was in a situation where he just wasn't cared for very well. They require frequent brushing to get their undercoat out, and he had all those little tufts of hair that sometimes you see in dogs. Just regular brushing is all that they need to keep themselves cool. Otherwise, it gets kind of tangled underneath, and these dogs can get hot. Their coat actually does act for cooling in the summertime, so if you keep them well brushed, and then they look very handsome, like Mr. Woodley here. He's 33 pounds, 4 years old. He's going to make a calm companion. He might need a little patience. I think he was probably an outdoor dog, so he might need a little bit of patience of learning the indoor rules. But he is very handsome, cuddly, loves to be brushed. As long as you start out gently with him, he absolutely loves to be brushed, and he likes to bet it turns into belly rubs. So Woodley is going to make somebody a nice, quiet companion.
Well, a paralyzed German Shepherd gained mobility thanks to the Arizona Humane Society and our innovative thinkers. They made Angel a makeshift wheelchair out of PVC pipe and harnesses, and now the adventurous 2-year-old can get around with ease and go for those long walks, which he loves so much. There he is with his new mom, Renee, who lives in Gilbert. She has 2 other dogs for Angel to hang out with, and he gets around just fine in his new wheels. All right, well, the Arizona Humane Society is working to improve the animal experience for the feline residents at our shelter and make every interaction very positive and stress-free for our feline friends. Joining us today is feline welfare expert Denise Pine, also a volunteer for our shelter. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
So, you know, as The shelter experience can be very overwhelming for our feline friends, and your team has been working very hard to improve the overall experience that our feline residents have when they enter the shelter, from the time they come in to the time they find their forever homes. Let's start with, from the very beginning, they walk through our doors in our admissions lobby there. We try to make that whole process just stress-free.
That's right, Ashley. And everybody knows the shelter can be a scary place. So cats who are nervous or scared tend to like to hide. And so the first thing that we do is when we put them in their carrier to get transported to their kennel, they have nice soft cozies in there. We close up the carrier, and we actually use pillowcases to cover up the carrier, and that helps reduce their field of vision and reduce stress.
Because there's so much going on in the shelter all the time. There's so much hustle and bustle. There's dogs being walked around everywhere, people everywhere, trauma cases coming in, and a lot of times our kitties can get very overwhelmed by all of that. So in addition to making transporting around the shelter a little more worry-free, we're also making tremendous strides to improve our kitty casitas and the kennels at our shelter for our felines. Tell us about that.
I am so excited about our portal project. We are installing portals, as you can see in the casitas right there. All of them have portals, so the kitties can have their bathroom and litter box on one side and their food and water on the other. So they have their separate living quarters. And you can see this girl right here is actually using her portal. The kitties absolutely love it.
Yeah, it gives them more space so they can stretch out. They don't have to deal with the litter box being too close to their food. These all abide by the standards of care which the Arizona Humane Society is trying to strive for. Additionally, you know, some of the kitties do get a little shy and scared. Explain what your team does to help them kind of overcome their fears and feel comfortable in this environment.
Right, and we know that cats who are scared, their pupils are usually really dilated. They're hiding in the back of their kennel. Their ears are flattened to the side. So something as simple as a shoebox, like this guy here, when he first came to us, he was so scared and frightened. We give him a box because, once again, cats love to hide, and it gives them somewhere to feel secure. They can crouch down in there, hide, build up their confidence, and then they'll be like that cat on the screen.
Right, it really does do wonders. Your team does a lot of enrichment activities too. Tell us about those.
We absolutely love feather wands. Those are a huge hit for the cats in our shelter, especially the stray ones, and we think it's because it reminds them of birds. So that we use a lot of feather wands. We love toys, and one of my personal favorites are the treat puzzles. And so these, we put treats in there, and it requires the kitty to bat at them, and then the treats will fall out.
So it keeps them busy, so they're not just sitting and napping in their kennels all day. It keeps their minds busy and keeps them engaged. Of course, we always need supplies. Tell our viewers a little bit about the things they can collect and donate to our Sunny Slope campus.
We are always in need of pillowcases that we use once again to cover. We absolutely love shoe boxes, Feel Away, which is a cat pheromone. It's like aromatherapy for cats, and it can help reduce stress, and yoga mats, which we use for the kennels, and it helps them become more comfortable so they're not right on the bare bottom of the kennel.
Well, Denise, thank you so much for all of the work, the volunteer work that you do for our feline friends to keep them comfortable and happy until they find their new forever homes. Your team does a great job.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, you want to stick around and hold some more adoptable pets?
Absolutely.
All right, well, I've got a special treat for you, a leash-trained kitty that you're going to love, Denise. We'll introduce you to Guppins when we come back.